A long time ago, all dinosaurs lived happily together. Until unexpected visitors arrived from the sky. Uh-oh, looks like they're up to no good. Time to shake things up. Hello, RoahmMythril here once again, doing another Durgon one-off, and this time we're looking at Dino Quake. So, this was one that, as soon as I saw the trailer for it, it was just an instant feeling of, okay, yes, I want this. Because seeing the game in action, it is very Bubble Bobble adjacent. It's just kind of a fun little arcade game that has a lot of that kind of feeling and style. It's very cute and charming. It released fairly recently, and yeah, I just instantly had to get it. So, let's have a look. So when you first start the game, you have two playable dinos you can choose from. Mina, who is fairly balanced among all their stats, stun, speed, and range. And Kiwi, who sacrifices a little stun power for more speed. Between these two, I tend to prefer the extra speed of Kiwi, and hey, I gravitate toward green. Totally not biased. There are other unlockable dinos, though I haven't gotten any of them yet. But let's get right into it. So, the overall goal of the game is to take out the enemies by using earthquakes to stun them, and then kick them to knock them out. There are various collectibles you can get, various snacks for extra points, there are gem charms that you can grab that have extra effects. Right now the one I have gives me extra luck, the clover gem. And there are power-ups you can find like that fire burst. But we also have bosses to worry about. You can't actually stun the boss itself. You have to knock stunned enemies into it. Like so. And lemons. Delicious. Also notably, I am trying to spell turnip. Fully spelling turnip takes you to a bonus area. So we're well on our way toward that. Spelling turnip also just immediately ends whichever level you're on. Okay, so the skull gem there, that makes the hurry up enemy take longer to show up. So eventually you get to these areas where you have to choose your location. We'll go this way. Into the desert with us. Okay, down to just needing a T for turnip. I'm honestly not sure what the discs are for yet, but we have spelled turnip. So, welcome to the gem bonus. And there we go. If an enemy hits you, you lose one of your hearts. You can get extra hearts as you go through, though you can never have more than 4 at a time. And if you run out of hearts, that's game over. Can never remember what that kind of dinosaur is called. It got up just in time. The stun wore off. Much like in Bubble Bobble, going to pop an enemy just as it's about to burst out of the bubble you have it trapped in. Okay, down to just needing an eye for another bonus area. Which I think bonus areas almost always have a spare heart in them. So that would be nice to get. That particular gem is also really good, as it makes you immune to fire and shots from enemies. Let's go this way. Okay, so yes, these little puff flowers. Don't touch them. Touch Fuzzy, get dizzy. And yes, once enemies are tumbling around, they can't hurt you anymore. Oh, bonus! Yep, extra heart. So, yes, the water does slow you down while you're in it. Not really sure what the star does. Bombs instantly stun all enemies on screen, so those are a good thing to collect. Frog! I've never actually gone in this direction before, so I've never actually fought this boss. Ow. Yeah, you're a lot... Stun wore off just in time. That happens to me a lot. Getting a bit eager for the hit, and then you regret it. Such is how it goes sometimes. That is the drawback to using Kiwi, is that they have less stun time for enemies. And yes, the last enemy remaining, if there is still one left over, they get angry, which means they get a speed boost. And yeah, I didn't particularly want the moon gem. It's not a bad one, but I do prefer the fire and shot immunity. The moon gem makes it so that once you encounter a boss, they have one less HP. And I didn't mean to immediately go through the gate, but okay, we're going this way. I didn't even see what this area is. So yes, as you can see, due to the gem I'm holding, I am immune to the shots from the skull guys here. So that gives me a bit more wiggle room. I don't like you being on that platform, though. That is an issue. Especially with you being angry, but at least you've calmed down. Now get out of here. Yeah, you have to be careful sometimes about what enemy you leave for last, but we're at least back to full health. Stun wore off. I just had to say it! But also, once again, we are currently immune to fire, so that helps. And somehow, I just grabbed everyone with that. Whatever works. Hi. So yes, depending on which way you go through the portals, you do have different bosses you have to fight. I didn't expect you to just stall there. Please give. Enemies are kind of piling up, which is a problem. Just kind of need to get some of you out of here. got out of the way of that. Unfortunate. Unfortunately, that's not going to hit the enemy over there. But if it moves down there and cooperates... Yeah, the further you get, obviously, the more complicated enemies and bosses get. And I am still very much getting used to them. Like I said, I haven't gone down this path before. And I accidentally grabbed the moon gem. It's not terrible, but I am going to miss the fire immunity. Okay, now we have better luck. Which, I believe that one makes it more likely that when you uproot turnips, you're more likely to get the actual good ones that have letters on them. And yes, if you run out of time on a stage, there is an enemy that shows up that's invincible and will just constantly hunt you down. So you want to try and be a bit quick as far as wrapping up the stage. Not immune to fire anymore. So as you can see, because we have the course map there, it's a fairly short game. So we can probably work in another run of it. This time we'll try Mina. The starting charm for Mina makes it so that every time you start a new area, you get 1 heart refilled. But yes, I have gotten to the final boss before, though I have never actually beaten it. Notably, I don't think having extra enemies in a bundle when you kick them does extra damage to bosses. Just any hit does 1 damage. I don't know why I'm just amused by the wow voice. But it do amuse me. Okay, I'm more familiar with this path, so let's just show this off. So yeah, the small turnips, I don't think they do much of anything. Like, yeah, not even score. Yes, give me that fire and bullet immunity. Let's try and hang on to it this time. And turnip. I've never actually tried a turnip, so I have no idea what they actually taste like. I am definitely more on the carnivorous side. We have a shark. The shark is definitely on the easier side, and we just got rid of our shot immunity. And we'll just drop that on you from the other side. But we supposedly have better luck for now. Lucky enough to jump right into an octopus that decided to change directions on me. The ultimate attack. Wow! So it is worth noting that sometimes the crates will have extra enemies in them. Like so. Stun wore off. I was too busy looking on the other side. Pay attention to your octopi, or you might be in trouble. Let's just get rid of those. The flowers will grow back over time, so that doesn't just completely get rid of your problems. Again, forgot that I got rid of the immunity to shots power. It would be nice to have that come back. Okay, the Velociraptor. If it gets sight of you, it dashes forward. Which you can kind of use to manipulate it, but also just be very careful because of how fast it is. And it can also just dash right over pits. And there we go. So the Skull Gem gives me a little more time in each stage before the Hurry Up enemy appears. So, not a bad one to have. But more on the situational side, I would say. Could definitely use some more hearts, please. Go ahead and get the Moon Gem. Fewer health for boss enemies is a good thing to have. Can't deny that. Let's stay on this side. Better luck. At this point, I would also take the Plus Gem just for the extra health from it. Okay, we're back to less health for bosses. Okay, got it. We are immune to fire. And I need to kick you and fast. How did he not get restunned? Don't think I've seen that happen before. But yes, so as you can see, this is a very fun game. It's quick, it's energetic, it's just fun arcade action. I very much enjoy this game. It is tricky toward the end, but it is something that it's learnable over time. For example, there's a Steam achievement for each boss in defeating them without taking a hit, and I've actually gotten a good number of those. There are some paths, though, that I haven't done yet, like we saw that earlier in this video. So, yeah, there's a lot to do here, a lot of stuff to unlock, and a lot of fun to be had, and it's just really charming, fun, old-school arcade action. So yeah, I highly recommend it. But with that, I think that's where we're going to call it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little one-off, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well. And I'm probably going to be playing this again immediately after finishing this video, because, yes, it's that charming and enjoyable.